Welcome back. Parental stress has recently been recognized as an urgent public health issue, and local organizations are coming together to recognize the importance of that. Joining me now are members of the Care Management Coalition with details on how. Welcome, Tara, Melinda, and Kimberly. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
I want you to first tell us about each of the organizations that you are representing. You can start.
Sure. Hi. So I'm Kimberly Kajoka. I'm the Executive Director at Parent Network of Western New York, and we work with families of children who have special needs in our community.
Nice.
I'm Tara Burgess, and I'm with EPIC, Every Person Influences Children, and we provide a number of services related to parenting, family engagement, literacy, youth services, and car seat safety.
And I'm Melinda DuBois. I'm the Executive Director of Mental Health Advocates of Western New York, and we are a team of dedicated advocates that provide support, resources, and hope for our community.
So let's talk about what are some of the contributing factors of this parental stress that we're talking about.
Sure. So it's really difficult to be a parent nowadays, and the Surgeon General has recently released a report that talks about the mental health of parents and how it's really at a crisis in our country right now. So you think about the things that parents have to deal with that in the past maybe they didn't have to, such as social media, access to the internet for their children, safety in schools and other public events, and just the loneliness of being a parent nowadays has really risen to a crisis.
Yeah. What are some of the potential stresses that happen to parents that can actually affect the children?
Sure. So we talk about this kind of bi-directional effect of parental mental health. So if parents are really, really struggling, that will affect their children, and when children are really struggling, that'll affect the mental health of parents. So what we know is that it's so important to approach both of those issues, both the children. We are facing a teen mental health crisis right now in our society. We have to address that, as well as the stress that the parents are experiencing.
What is the Care Management Coalition, and what is your mission in our community?
Sure. So the Care Management Coalition is really designed to take the supports of several organizations, there's 9 of us, and be able to provide support to families in the community with a kind of holistic approach. It's a one-stop shop. They come in to talk about literacy with EPIC, and we find out that, they have a child with a disability. We refer them, walk them right down to Kim's staff, and they're able to get them connected. And then we provide a number of services across Western New York. So we have a location, a shared location at 1021 Broadway, right next door to the Broadway Market. And then we all provide services across Western New York.
It sounds like you guys have created this central hub for parents to go to if they're having different needs. And it's all in one place, and you can kind of connect them with exactly who they need all in one central building, which is great. How can parents and families around Western New York engage with the coalition?
So it's important that you can go on our website. So we have a Care Management Coalition website, but all of our agencies also have our own websites. You can call us, you can reach out to, many of us are in the communities, we're in schools, we have different community locations, and we're in the hospital, so that it's really easy to access any of our services.
It's true. I think, especially since the pandemic, everyone went through a lot of stress, and it affected children in certain ways, it affected adults in different ways. And as we kind of continue to go throughout life, there were all of these different anxieties that became part of our everyday life. And we've seen it in the youth and how they're affected, and social media and all that they have access to. But you're right, it seems like it truly does have a somewhat of a boomerang effect between the parent and the children and what they're dealing with. Yeah. It's a lot.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
What other ways can people get involved and get in touch with each of you guys if they're struggling in different ways in their parenting or their children are struggling?
I would say also check out our social media accounts. So we've got a Care Management Coalition account. We've got accounts for each of the organizations on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. So all the different channels, and there's definitely a need for, I think, the village to come back together. The village has been a little bit fractured since the pandemic, so we've really worked on what are the ways that we can support the community to build that village back up.
Ladies, thank you so much for coming in and sharing more about this coalition. Viewers, if you would like to contact the organizations involved with the Care Management Coalition, you can reach them at the numbers listed right there on your screen. Thanks again for coming in, ladies.
Thank you.